What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Bo Dunn. Welcome in to Dunn Wins podcast episode 1. Checking in for week number 14 in college football and week number 13 for NFL action. Today is Friday, December the 4th, 2020. If you're checking in on this podcast, make sure to subscribe to it and give it a big rating so more people will be able to find it. You can also find my podcast on my YouTube channel at Dunn Wins. Like I said, man, this is picks for college football action week number 14 and NFL week number 13. This is coming down to the wire, man. So there's some big games in college football tomorrow. So I'm gonna start with college football first, and then we're gonna jump to NFL for last. I got 2 picks in college football that I love, and I got a 4-team 7-point tier that plays 200, and I'm gonna give y'all the NFL. I like 2 games, and I'm gonna give y'all the 14 money line parlay that I'm loving in NFL action. So it's just me. I'm a one-man show, but I love sports. I love gambling sports. I love everything about the business. So I don't mind, man. It take a lot of work for me to do this, but I love it. It's my passion. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go and jump right into it. All right, the first pick I'm taking in college football action is the first pick on the board, and that's Ohio State minus 23.5 over Michigan State. This gonna be a big statement game for Ohio. They gotta put up a lot of points for style points, man, and I think they're gonna do just that. Michigan is not a good offensive team, and I don't think they'll be able to score 20 points. And I see Ohio State scoring at least 55 points, man. It's going to be a big blowout game. And I think Justin Fields is going to have a good day. Michigan does not cover the pass well. And I think that they'll be able to have their way, man. They'll be able to pick their score today. So give me Ohio State minus 23.5 over Michigan State at minus 110 odds. All right. The second pick that I love, man, is BYU minus 10 over Coastal Carolina at minus 110 odds. Over 100's game instead of 61. I got to give it up to Coastal Carolina, man. That game with Liberty was canceled, but they didn't want to see the week out, so they searched out, man, and got the game with BYU. But I think this going to be today's demise, man. I think I'll get the L in this game. And BYU is just too big. They're too strong. And they have a quarterback, man, Zach Wilson, who's in the running for the Heisman Trophy. Now, don't get me wrong, man. Coastal Carolina does have a good team. I'm not taking nothing from them. They have a good quarterback with McCall. What I think the X factor in this game is the BYU running game. Coastal Carolina does not defend the run well. And I think that if BYU get a chance to establish that run, that's going to open up the play action for Zach Wilson. And it's also going to keep Coastal Carolina offense off the field. In the 9 games that BYU played this season, in 6 of those games, they held 6 teams under 14 points, and they only allowed 1 team to score over 20, and that was Houston. So I think it's going to be a long day for Coastal Carolina. I think they'll hang in for a few quarters, but I think towards the end of the game, BYU will be able to take off, man, and cover this 10-point spread. So the second pick for the podcast is BYU minus 10. A lot of books got it right now at 10.5, but I will buy that hook down and take them at minus 10. Just pay a little free cents. I know a lot of people don't like buying them points, but I do. I recommend it to all my clients. You know, I'd rather have a push and pay a couple of cents, man, and not doing it and lose the game by half a point. So BYU minus 10 is the second pick on the podcast over Coastal Carolina. All right, my 4-team 7-point teaser for Saturday. It pays plus 200. The first team I'm putting in the teaser is Toledo. Right now they're at minus 9.5. I'm gonna take them down to 2.5 points with the 7. Toledo is just a much better team than Northern Illinois. They're young and they're not gonna be able to keep up with the scoring that the Toledo offense has. So bringing them down from 9.5 to 2.5, we getting them over them key numbers of 7, 6, 4, and 3. So I really like this, man. So give me Toledo -2.5 over North Illinois. All right. The second team in the teaser, we're going to take Wisconsin. They're laying 13 over Indiana at home. Indiana suffered a real bad loss last week with their quarterback Panic being hurt with a knee injury. And I don't think they have a quarterback they can plug in and continue the success they've been having. I think their season is over. So my condolences goes out to Panic, man. He's having a great season. But going on the road, facing Wisconsin, as I told you before, man, this is a big week. A lot of teams got to make some statements, and I think that Wisconsin will do just that. So tease them down from 13 to 6, man. That's good. And I like this play a lot. So that's the second team I'm taking in the teaser. Wisconsin -6. All right. The third game, I'm taking Iowa. They're playing Illinois on the road. They're laying 13.5. Iowa has a much better defense, offense, and I think they'll be able to control this game in the trenches. They had a tough game last week, but I think they'll bounce back to this week over Illinois. Illinois is not good. Like I said, it's always risky to lay points on the road in division, but I think Iowa is just a much better team than Illinois. So tease them down from 13.5 to 6.5. I think they'll get the win by a touchdown or better. All right, the fourth team I'm putting in the teaser is BYU. I'm taking them down from 10 to 7. We already went over this game earlier. I think BYU will get this win by at least 7 points, and get this cover, man. So I think BYU gonna win big tomorrow, man. And so I love them in this teaser at -3. So the 4-team 7-point teaser, we taking Toledo from 9.5 down to 2.5. We're taking Wisconsin from 13 to 6. And we're taking Iowa from 13.5 to 6.5. And we're taking BYU from 10 to 3. This plays plus 200. I love this teaser. All right, that's it for college football. Let's go and jump into some NFL action for Sunday, December the 6th. All right, man. The first game I'm liking. This is my ugly underdog of the week. I'm taking Cleveland +6 over Tennessee. This year, man, Tennessee has not been a good team in the favorite role. Out of their 7 games as a favorite, they only won 2 of them. They only covered 2 of them. I mean, out of their 5 games, they only covered 2 of them out of 7 games. And this is a big revenge game for Cleveland. If you remember last season, the first game, Tennessee came to the house and blowed them out. So I like Cleveland, man. I like what they do in the running game, and I think they'll be able to keep this game close. I think there's too many points, and this is a big division game, man. So give me those 6 points with Cleveland over Tennessee to keep it close. All right, the second game I'm liking in NFL action for Sunday. This is a risky pick too, but I'm gonna take New England Patriots on the road -1 over the Chargers. The Chargers is a good team, but for some reason, man, they coaches just do not know how to handle the clock at the end of the games. You seen that game last week over Buffalo, man. They was down on the goal line, 1 first and goal, and did not score. They blew a lot of clock, man. And I think with New England coming off that win over Arizona, I think they'll be ready, man. They can run the ball well, and the Chargers do not defend the run. So I'm going to take a shot, man, with New England -1. You can take them on the money line too. I think it's that minus 118, something like that, -108. But, I'm going to take a shot with New England over the Chargers in LA. All right, man, that's my 2 picks. I'm going to give y'all the money line parlay that I'm looking at for Sunday's action. As y'all know, man, I'm a guy to put Kansas City in there over Denver. The second pick is the LA Raiders over the winless Jets. The 4th team is Miami Dolphins at home on the money line over Cincinnati Bengals. And the third play, I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks over the Giants. I think all these teams will win straight up, and this money line parlay pays out even money. So that's going to do it for this week podcast. I'll be doing a podcast every Tuesday evening and Friday. The Tuesday podcast will be with the opening lines and things that I need to get a first look for the weekend games. And Friday, I'll be coming in to give y'all my picks and predictions for what games I like for Saturday and Sunday. So if you enjoyed this, man, make sure to subscribe and get a video, a big review, man, 5-star. And you can also check this video out, podcast out on YouTube at Dunn Wins. Everything will be listed in the description area. All right, man. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope y'all win a lot of money, man. There's Bernie book is down. And I'll see you guys on the next podcast. Peace.